Remember the days when dropping your phone meant worrying more about the tile floor than the device itself? Those older mobile phones felt virtually indestructible. Today, you buy an expensive, sleek smartphone, and right around the 2-year mark, things start to fall apart. The battery swells up, the touchscreen stops responding, or a simple menu swipe slows to a crawl. Tech giants call this planned obsolescence, a deliberate engineering choice to ensure devices fail or become unusable within a fixed cycle, pushing you back into the store to buy their newest model. Historically, Indian consumers have relied on a built-in defense against this constant upgrade cycle, the neighborhood mechanic. This local, unorganized repair market thrives on the culture of Jugaad, the ability to find affordable, clever workarounds to keep technology running past its supposed lifespan. But lately, the dynamic is shifting. These highly skilled local mechanics are having to turn regular customers away. People bring in a modern smartphone with a minor issue, and the repair shop simply cannot fix it, blocked by physical barriers and digital lockouts. Major tech manufacturers are now engineering a physical and digital blockade, intentionally locking independent repair shops out of the newest smartphones. The blockade starts with the hardware. Older phones had snap-off backs and easily swappable batteries. Now, manufacturers seal internal components together using heavy industrial glue. Opening a modern phone without destroying it is nearly impossible unless you have access to specialized, restricted machinery. To see how they restrict the software, look at this animation showing how a motherboard communicates with a new screen. Manufacturers now use a system called component pairing. Microchips inside the phone are programmed to recognize only the specific parts installed at the factory. When a local mechanic installs a replacement part, the software acts as a physical lock and immediately rejects it. The strictness of this lock is severe. Even if a local shop extracts a pristine, original screen straight out of an identical smartphone of the exact same model, the software flags the salvage part as non-genuine and refuses to turn it on. Companies then deploy software bloat. They push mandatory operating system updates that are too heavy for older processors to run smoothly. Your phone immediately slows down and your battery drains much faster, making the daily experience miserable. Finally, tech giants maintain complete information blackouts. They refuse to share diagnostic software, circuit schematics, or step-by-step repair manuals with anyone outside of their branded official service network. Hardware design choices and software updates serve a dual purpose here. They function as digital fences, locking consumers in while cutting out all local competition. The environmental fallout from forced upgrades is massive. India is now one of the world's largest generators of electronic waste. When discarded phones pile up in landfills, the heavy metals inside their batteries and boards, specifically lithium, cobalt, and lead, slowly leach out, poisoning local soil and water systems. The modern 2-year tech profit cycle relies on this exact sequence of events. Companies maximize margins by eliminating the local repair economy and processing millions of slightly damaged devices straight into the landfill. Consumers and regulators are pushing back through a global movement known as the right to repair. In India, the Ministry of Consumer Affairs has officially launched a digital portal to codify these exact protections. The proposed legislation makes 3 major demands. First, tech companies must open source their ecosystem. They have to make their official repair manuals, schematics, and diagnostic tools public for everyone to use. Second, manufacturers must make original spare parts available to third-party, independent shops at fair, competitive prices, breaking the monopoly held by official service centers. Third, the law demands a strict ban on software-level component pairing. Companies would lose the power to use their operating systems to block perfectly good replacement parts. Removing these artificial barriers breaks the forced upgrade cycle. Devices can be seamlessly maintained, opened without shattering, and brought back to life by the same local technicians who have been fixing electronics for generations. The right to repair represents a strict assertion of property rights. It dictates that once the money changes hands, the consumer owns the device outright, and the corporation loses the power to dictate how it gets fixed. Passing and enforcing this law halts the expansion of e-waste landfills, ends corporate monopolies on basic maintenance, and secures the livelihoods of millions of mechanics working inside India's resourceful Jugaad economy.